Hello, Sergeant Devilldog here, and welcome to episode 32 in my series on construction simulators. In this episode, it's part 2 of our bridge building contract. So what we'll do here is we've just finished pouring our pylons for our bridge. So what we need to do is actually exit out of our pump truck. So we need to return our pump truck and our concrete truck back to the stores so they get refueled and repaired. So what I'll do, I'll just jump out of the truck. Now what we'll do is go into our company vehicle menu and we'll actually put our concrete truck in storage. Then we'll go across to our concrete pump, put this in the storage. The next stage we need to do is actually hop into our crane that we hired. So we'll fast travel to our crane by hitting the X button. Now that we're in our crane, I'll change the drive mode and we'll actually drive back to the bridge. We're actually working on the far side of the bridge, or the city side this time. So it's nice and close. We'll just come down here, take our first street to our right. We'll follow this street down and across the river. Once we actually go over the bridge on the river, we'll turn to our left and then follow that street right to the very end, and this will take us up to our new bridge build. So rightio, I've just cut the video there. Just go through this traffic lights and up the on-ramp to the bridge, and we'll position our crane just in front of the concrete girder on the road. So what we'll do is we'll just stop here just short of the girder. We'll actually change our camera view and we'll put our legs out on our crane. Now what we need to do is actually lift our boom up and then move our hook forward to line our hook up with the lift point of the concrete girder. As you can see, you've got your white circle on the ground again. We need to line this white circle up with the blue circle on the ground. Once you get over the blue circle, you'll have a green circle in the centre, so you're in the right spot. We just need to lift our hook up to the right height, hook our ropes up by hitting the X button. Now we can actually position this concrete girder in between the two concrete posts on the bridge. So just extend your boom out and up as you go. We're going to go across the 4 lanes of traffic, get it between these two concrete girders. Rightio, we'll lift it up, we've got to come up. Once the blue highlighted area actually goes green, we can just hit the X button and it'll drop this concrete girder into place. Just need to boom back in a tiny bit. There we go, it's green, hit the X button. Now what we need to do is bring our boom back in, and we need to lift up those two blue looking fan objects next to where the concrete girder was. These are to hold the wire cable across the bridge to hold the decking of the bridge up. So we'll start with the one closest to the concrete girders, and we'll place this one on the right hand side. We'll just kind of try to line the boom up with the blue circle, then we'll lower our hook down. Hopefully we're close enough. Need to lift the hook up a little bit. Blue circle's gone green, hit the X. Now we can lift the fan up and we'll extend out and up and place this on top of the concrete pillars. You only have to do this on one side of the bridge. It'll automatically fill in the other side of the bridge, what we concreted. Alright, it's gone green, so we'll hit the X button to drop it off. Now we need to bring our boom back in and lower it down and hook the second cable tensioner up. Pretty slow using your crane. When you get some skill points, you can actually speed up your crane speed. Alright, I brought the boom in a little bit too much. I'll move it to the left and we'll have to extend out a little bit. Try to line the blue circle up. And we'll extend the crane boom out. We'll move our white circle over top of the blue fan, lower the hook down, hopefully to the right height. We need to lift up a little bit, hit the X button. Right, now we'll extend this out and actually place this on top of the left pillar. Once we actually place this fan or rope tensioner into the right position, we'll only have to actually place the decking on the bridge and then tar the bridge and roll the tar, or asphalt the bridge surface. Right, it's actually asking us to clear the surface, so what we'll do is we'll actually go into the settings, repack the crane up. There we go, it's moved on to the next stage, which is add the decking to the bridge. So we'll pack the crane up and move the crane forward with the deckings on the street below. So we'll just move up forward, but not quite far enough to fall off the edge of this bridge deck at the moment. We'll lift our boom of our crane up, and then we need to move our hook out, and as you can see the deck's on the street below in between the concrete pillars. So we need to line our white circle up with the blue lift circle on the centre of the deck, and then lower our hook down to the blue circle to hook up the cables. There we go, it looks like we're lined up, so we'll just drop the hook down to the right height. We're a little bit low, lift it back up, hit the X. Now what we need to do is lift the deck up and bring the boom back in. And once our deck actually hits the blue highlighted area will go green. Just simply hit the X button and it will fall into place. Right, we're a little bit low, so we need to lift up. There we go, hit the X button. There's our next piece of decking. So what we'll do is we'll boom out again. There's 4 pieces of decking between the start of the bridge and those first concrete pillars. Okay, we'll drop our hook down, hit the X button, lift the decking up, and just boom back in. So we'll place the 4 pieces before the concrete pillars, and then we'll move our crane forward so our boom actually extends out underneath that concrete girder we just placed out over the river. Okay, we'll lower the deck down, it's gone green, hit the X button. We'll move forward, pick up our 3rd piece of deck. And what we'll do, once we actually move our crane forward, you just simply pick up some more pieces of deck and work your way across the bridge. Once you reach about halfway, we'll actually ask you to move to the other side of the bridge and start placing your deck from the far side of the bridge. Right, we need to lower this deck down a little bit. Green, hit the X button, and now we'll pick up our 4th piece of deck, and then we'll move our crane forward. It does give you the option, if you want, you can actually skip placing the deck pieces in. Alright, we'll lift our hook back up a tiny bit, hit the X, pretty much just lift this piece straight up. So hit the X button, and there we go, you can see the next couple of pieces of decking will actually be on a pontoon. So we'll pack our legs up on our crane and drive forward. Just remember to stop before you drive onto the blue section or you'll actually fall into the creek. We'll just run forward and stop. Reposition our legs on our crane. Now we'll lift our boom up and extend our boom out with our hook. So it's over top of the pontoon. And then we'll just pick our deck up and the same as from the street level, and we'll just pull the deck back in to where we need to position it. What we might do is once we do a couple of off this pontoon, I might cut the video and actually come in from the other side when we're nearly finished, so you don't have to watch me position another 10 or 15 pieces of decking. Rightio, I've come across from the other side now. We've got 2 pieces remaining. I've done the 4 pieces from the street level to the first concrete pillars, and then I have done 5 pieces from there to get to here. So we'll just lift this piece up. Rightio, and now we have 1 more piece to join the bridge, 2 sides of the bridge together. So we'll just move our crane hook out, lower our hook down, and we just need to move across to our right a tiny bit. Not gone too far, we need to lift up a bit. Righto, hit the X button, hook up and just lift straight up. Hit the X button, and now we've completed putting the deck on our bridge. It's now asking us to clear our crane off the bridge. So we'll reset everything, then put the legs up. I'll climb out of the crane. What we'll do is we'll put this back in return this back to the store that we rented it from. Go in the vehicle fleet. Go across to where the crane is. And then hold the triangle button down, hold the square button down to return the crane. Rightio. Now what it's asking us to do is actually asphalt the deck. So we'll quickly fast travel to our asphalt paver, which is back in our yard. We'll highlight the job and we'll fast travel by holding the triangle button down to the bridge. And now we'll actually use some hot mix and actually asphalt the whole deck of the bridge. It's a fairly long bridge, so it should take a few loads. What we'll do is we'll swing across. We'll start on the left hand side. We'll go down the left hand side of the bridge, then we'll turn around at the far end, then we'll come back down the right hand side of the bridge, and then we'll go down the middle to finish it off. I'll put the arms out. Hopefully the arms will be wide enough. I don't think they're quite wide enough to actually go from the concrete curve right to the centre, so we'll have to do 3 runs. Right here, I think I'm in position. So what we'll do is just reverse back off the bridge a little bit. Then I'll load the hopper up with hot mix or asphalt. Just move across to the centre a little bit. You just want your left hand arm just overhanging the edge of the area where we're going to asphalt. Right, automatically fill the hopper up. Now we need to move forward a tiny bit and just drop the back boom down. Not quite far enough, we'll try it again. Right, drop the back boom. No, just got to nudge forward a tiny bit. There we go, the back boom's going down. Now we can actually move off, trying to hug the left hand side, the concrete gutter. Try not to move the back boom too close to the left hand side. As you can see, we're slowly moving to the left. Not quite going square, so I'll try to move the nose across a little bit. We seem to be using a fair bit of asphalt as we go. It's dropping down fairly quick, and we haven't even hit halfway yet. We haven't even made the concrete girders. So this could take a few loads of hot mix. We're dropping down pretty quick. We'll try to square up a little bit more. Going too far to the right now. As we keep going. Our hopper's just about empty, so I might actually stop it before we run out and auto fill the hopper. We'll auto fill the hopper again. We'll start moving off again. Rightio, I just jumped forward. I've used actually 4 loads of asphalt going across the bridge, and I've used 4 loads coming back across the bridge. So we've used 8 loads so far of asphalt. What I'll do is put the arm back up. we'll turn around and we'll run down the centre. We're at 90%, so we've still got 10% to go. So we'll have to go a fair way back across, filling in the centre to finish off this bridge. And I'll say we'll have to buy another hopper full of asphalt before we actually finish this. So this will take 10 loads of asphalt to actually hot mix this bridge. As I said, it's a fairly big bridge. We'll just move off. When I'm doing the centre, I actually like changing the camera angle and then working down the centre. I leave the boom extended out so you do both sides, and it'll only actually fill in the centre that you haven't actually tarred before, but it'll actually work from side to side. Okay, we're actually going to run out of asphalt here pretty quickly. I've got about 4% to go, so we're going to have to buy another hopper full of asphalt. Alright, quickly buy some. So we'll slowly move off. It's taken a fair while to do these major contracts because there's a fair bit involved in them. It takes a lot of material. There we go, we've hit 100%. So what we can do is turn our lights off. We can actually jump out of our asphalt paver. What we'll do, we'll return this back to the store. So it'll get refueled and repaired, and then we'll actually grab our asphalt roller and fast travel this one back to the job site. So we'll just climb an asphalt roller, and we'll fast travel it back to the job site by hitting the triangle button. We'll turn the lights on because it's still night time. And now what we've got to do is roll the whole bridge. So what we'll do, we'll move the roller up onto the job site. Once we get into the area of the job site where the asphalt has been laid, you need to turn on your compactor, the asphalt roller. So hit your square button, hold on your compactor. As you can see, the compact roller actually dug into the asphalt. This shows you the vibrators on. So I'll change the camera angle because I like actually using this camera angle when I'm actually rolling. Because as you've gone over the material, it actually changes from this rough grey looking material to a nice straight black material, showing you areas that you've already rolled. So what we'll do, we'll go up this right hand side of the bridge, then I'll cut across the top end of the bridge, and then we'll come back down the left hand side of the bridge. We'll just work in a big circle, working towards the centre. This does take a little bit. And as you can see, it's pretty rough, jumping up and down as we go. Hopefully once we finish rolling this asphalt, this should complete this job. So we're at 17%. If you like this video, please feel free to hit the like button on the bottom left hand side of your screen. I'll keep going. You've got the sun coming up in the background there in your rear vision mirror. So these jobs do take a little bit. And please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get 500 subscribers by Christmas. So please help us out by subscribing to my channel. Rightio, we're coming up to this run. It's taking a fair while to actually get along the side of the bridge, so what I might do is actually cut the video and I'll come back to you when we're closer to hitting 100%. Rightio, we're up to 95%. We've actually gone up the right side, back down the left, back up the right, and we're on our second run on the left hand side of the bridge. We're at 97%. It's actually gone down a lot quicker than I thought, so we're not going to have to actually roll it. There we go, we've hit 100%. So we'll stop the compactor. Now it's actually asking us to clear the bridge. So we only had to roll 2.5 times up and down the bridge, which is pretty good. It saved us a bit of time not having to roll the centre of the bridge. What we'll do is we'll drive this roller off the bridge across the street, and then we'll have to come back and speak to the foreman to finish the job. We'll just head across here. There we go, the foreman's just popped up. Just park across here in this blank block of land here. Actually turn our lights off, climb out of our roller, go into our vehicle fleet. We'll actually return the roller back to the workshop so it gets refueled and repaired. And now we can run across the street and talk to the tourist officer and see what she's got to say.
In my mind, I can just see the wealthy vacationers cruise along here in their shiny rides. I'm sure that I'm not the only one who is dreaming about this. We finally created a fast and safe link with the new bridge. Before that, you had to take the long way around the outskirts for many miles. Now, that's a thing of the past. And an hourly sightseeing tour across the bridge into the vacation resort is already being planned. It's coming along.
Rightio, and there we go, we've completed the bridge. So this is our second contract for the tourist officer. I will be starting the third contract in our next video, so hope to see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now.